Hey, Meadow. I know, I know. Oh, I feel like a grease monkey. Yeah. Hey, Aunt Esther. Hey, everybody. How are you all? I really wasn't going to come live and I decided to jump on here. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Stephanie. How are you, Stephanie Sharon? Stephanie, I saw what you said about Christopher getting disability from his dad. Well, let me tell you. Hey, Glenn. It's good to see you as well. It's good to see all of you all. It's been a minute, I know. It's been a minute. I had a meltdown today. I know. It's nice to be back. It is. Oh, Brittany, I miss you too. I really do. I had a meltdown. I was actually having a meltdown when I did that video earlier, talking to you all about the garage. I was going through. I was going through. And I'm just not 100%. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all I am. This thing with my uncle committing suicide, it has rocked me to the core. It really, really has. It really has. I was going to make this video just to subscribers only, and I decided to keep it to everybody for a minute. We'll see how that goes. But I know that my moderators are here, so that gives me, a little, But anyway, Stephanie, I wanted to say to you that I saw you make the comment about Christopher getting a disability from his father. Well, fat ass don't get thank you, Brittany. Thank you. Hey, pretty KD, how are you? Yes, it's good to be back. Yeah, you know what, Aunt Esther? I think it's the remote. The remote needs to be reprogrammed. The remote looks like this. Where is it? Do I have it? It's like this. This is what the remote looks like. And it's blinking, but it's just not doing anything. So my friend is supposed to come and program it, and I bought some new ones. So I hope he come back. But he's so busy, he just a jack of all trades. He's so busy. But Brittany, I appreciate that. But what I was gonna say to Stephanie was that I tried to get disability. I did call. And because he doesn't get the type of whatever disability he's getting, Christopher can't get it. So it's not. Hold on. This cat keep turning on this water. Hold on. Get out. So it's not it's hey Bernetta, how are you? Whatever kind of disability he gets, Christopher cannot get it because he doesn't get workman's work. It's not disability through the fact that he had a job. They explained it to me, but he's not able to get it. So, yeah, so that's why, believe me, I called, I checked, I did my research. Because I definitely was trying to get it for him. So, yes. So, right. So he must be getting the SSI and not the SSD. Hey, Haley, thank you. So whatever disability he getting, Christopher didn't qualify to get it. So it must be that. And they did explain it to me, but it was a while. It was before Christmas, Stephanie, that I called. So so no, he would. It would have been so nice if he could have got that money. Because believe me, we need it. We need it. Yes, please make sure you all like the live. Please make sure you like it. I agree. I agree, Bernetta. I agree. They do need. I do agree that they need to take it from him. I agree. I agree. But we could really use that money, you know. Honestly, we could. Just because, he's graduating this coming, year. Got prom, graduation, all the other fees that you got to pay, whatever they may be. Just because he hasn't paid child support since he's been in the world. And he kept bringing that up when he talked to him. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your mama, your mama, your mama. Yeah, but motherfucker, you ain't paid child support. Not ever. He keeps talking about child support, but you ain't paid it. You've never paid a dime. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why he upset. I don't even understand why he mad. Girl, he could. He could, but he won't. Honestly, he will never do that. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. That low down son of a biscuit eater ain't gonna give Christopher shit. Do you hear me? Even when he talked to Chris on the phone, not one time did he ask him, son, is it anything you needed? Anything you need? He don't care. Hey, Tanisha, Happy New Year. Oh, I know. Same here. Same here. He will not give him nothing. 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 Yeah, he is. But you know what, Aunt Esther? All of it is directed towards me. You know what I'm saying? All of it is directed towards me. See, he's the thank you, cleaning with lie. Thank you. He is the equivalent to how women act when a man don't want to be with them and they have a baby, and you know how the woman, she'll keep the kid from the man and all of that. That's what he is. He's mad because, and he had the nerve to say in a text that he sent me right after him and Chris got into it this last time, when Chris said he was done with him, he gonna send me a text talking about, that's why I left you. Bitch, you never left me. Not on your worst day could you leave me. Right. That's what it is, Meadow. That's what it is. So I have tried to get the disability for Chris. I have. So, it is what it is. What you say? How you gonna look out for your young boy even though y'all not together? A real man still looks out for his young son. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Tasha, the crazy Gemini, how you doing? My ex didn't give 1 cent toward my daughter's senior year, and when it's really needed. I know. Right, Brittany. That's how he is. That's him. And this is what he has done this for the whole time Chris has been in the world. Because see, I don't know if I told you all the story, but when I found out I was pregnant, August of 2007. I found out I was pregnant. Chris was born in 2008. So I found out August 4th. I remember it because it was in the summertime. Went to the doctor, hadn't been feeling good. I missed my July period. Hey, Luke, how you doing? And it was like it came, but it wasn't coming, whatever. So my sister was like looking at me real funny. I'm like, what does that mean? She was like, sometimes they do that when you pregnant. You get like a fake period, right? So I said, Cherie, please don't tell me that. She said, I'm just telling you. She said, but, right, exactly. And so she was like, go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor. It was during the week. I'll never forget, my coworker was like, you want me to go with you? Because I had been telling them that, really? Your son was born August 4th of 2008? Wow. And Chris was born March of 2008. So you're right. I saw your comment. They the same age. Really? It snowed, Luke? Oh, wow. Yeah, well, we haven't gotten any more snow, thank God. So, yeah, so I found out I was pregnant August 4th of 2007. I wasn't feeling good, and I wasn't really having no morning sickness, but I just wasn't feeling good, you know. So I went and I found out I was pregnant. Thank you. I had my beautician recurl it because she didn't do it. It looked crazy the last time. I was like, girl, it's snowing here in North Carolina. We're getting 6 feet of snow. Girl, all over the country, the weather is bad. I blame it on you know who, the person in the White House. Yeah, y'all ain't used to that kind of snow in Georgia. Y'all ain't used to that. Y'all don't even have salt trucks like we have here in Chicago. See, we used to the snow. And even with us being used to the snow, they have did a shitty ass job this year. And I used to work in that department. I don't know what's going on. But I've been hearing that the snow plows, a lot of the snow plows are broke. So, I don't know. Yeah, please, y'all, be safe. It's snowing here in South Carolina right now. Damn, it's all over. Places that normally don't get snow is getting hit. Texas, it's been cold, cold. This winter has been, this 2026, end of 2025, going into 2026 has been a motherfucker. Yeah, we getting snow again on Friday too. We 70% chance of snow on Friday. I'm tired of shoveling. I'm tired of buying salt. Which reminds me, I gotta go get some salt tomorrow. I'm gonna have Chris and I gonna have to go to Lowe's and get some salt. Yeah, I know. 3 hurricanes. I think it's El Nino, the climate. Get off that door. Get away from there. You ain't going back in there. This little bitch been turning on my water fountain. I was wondering, like, why my water bill so high? That's why. Anyway, oh, I don't know what somebody said. I see Meadow deleted it. But, so anyway, CeCe's Chicago is one of the places I love to visit, but only during the summer. Laughing out loud. Girl, please don't come here in the winter because you're going to be mad at me. Thank you, guys, chosen. Yeah, Aunt Esther, she keep going in my bathroom, getting up on the sink, turning on the water. My water bill last month was $84. Heifer. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why she got a water thing down here. She just bad as hell. What's up, Pretty Money Gang? How you doing? Hey, pretty Bree Money Gang. How are you? Who you telling to shut up? Don't hide her. Let her come back. I am not quite ready for my birthday. I'm getting excited about my birthday, but it just feels weird, you know, with everything that has happened. Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week as well. My water bill is only about $21 to $25 a month. Girl, I wish. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. How are you, bestie? How you doing? Hey, D. Hey, girl. How are you? Hold on, y'all. Come out of there. Do y'all have a DD's discount store in y'all hometown? You don't look your age and you don't look like what you've been through, beautiful queen. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm a little excited about my birthday. My mother said to me this evening, she said tomorrow is February 1st. She was like, she's like, oh, it's getting close to your birthday. She was like, how old you gonna be? 55? I said, no, mother. I said, no, mother, I am not going to be 55. I know, Vent. I know. February 11th, what we doing? I don't know. I know I'm going to be on vacation. I'm looking forward to that more than anything. You don't go to Dee Dee's that often? Well, I got some stuff from Dee Dee's I want to show y'all. I got it for so cheap, y'all. I could not believe it. I think I spent $30. I'm excited for Tuesday. Right. You all, Meadow has a birthday coming up Tuesday. And he's gonna party with a few of his coworkers. Now, see, I was gonna come on live on Tuesday and celebrate with you, but you're not gonna. You probably won't be around. Vin, what you doing for your birthday? I have no clue what I'm gonna do for my birthday. You said where we going, twin? I don't know. Thank you, Luke. I have to go to sleep. Have a great week. Bye, Meadow. I'm going to try and going to sleep early so I can wake up faster to get to the snow. Okay, Luke, please be safe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you said happy birthday, early birthday to Meadow. Yes. No, Tuesday is my party with coworkers. Thursday, the 5th, is my actual birthday. Okay, okay. So what you going to do on Thursday, Meadow? I think we should have a live party for you. Right over here, we should have a party. We should have a party for you. So yeah, my mother said, you're going to be 55, right? So I'm like, no, mother, I'm going to be 56. She was like, 56? She was like, damn, you getting old. I said, really? And my sister will be 60 in November. This coming November. I said, do you know you about to have a daughter that's going to be 60? She said, oh, y'all asses are old. Honestly, no idea. Laughing out loud. My family does want to take me out, but they haven't decided where. Ooh, I wouldn't mind a live party. I know, right? Girl, my mother is hilarious. She is hilarious. Every year on my birthday, my mother puts a pillow up under her stomach and act like she's pregnant with me. And she's like, she told me I gave her hell. I think I was easier birth than my sister was. But she said that I hollered the whole time. She said I gave her the time. She was in labor for a lot of hours. Yeah, that's what my mother told me. She said, damn, you getting old. You said buying a bike and some eyeglasses. Yay. That's going to be exciting, huh? Thank you, Tasha. Yeah, my mama is 81. She'll be 82 in March. Girl, just as sharp as a whip. You hear me? Sharp as a whip. No dementia, no nothing. Still drive. She said she's not going to be driving that much longer. I think she's going to give up driving after Christopher is done with his last year of high school. This is his last year, and I think she's not going to drive. I really don't think she's going to drive anymore. I think she's going to hang it up. I really do. Yeah, she should be 82. 82. Thank you, Meadow. Thank you. Thank you. And Meadow, I found the picture. And let me tell you, I found the picture that I wanted you to draw for them, right? And let me tell y'all, this last Monday, January 26th, and I meant to mention it on the video, my mother and father would have been married 59 years had my dad lived. Before my dad died, they had been married 49 years. My father's been gone 9 years. This coming October 2026, it will be 10 years and my father has been deceased. And I cannot believe my father has been gone that long, but he has. Had he lived, they would have been married 59 years. So I found the picture. I found it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back up here and read you all's comments. I know, Brittany, she does not look her age at all. Tell your mother to give you that nice car of hers. I know, right? In mid-30s, I'm done driving too. Alfred, pick me up. Hey, Alyssa. You know what? I enjoy driving. I like to drive. I've always liked to drive. It's just now people drive so crazy here in Chicago. I'm not as excited about driving as I used to be, but I drive mainly for my job for a living. Hey, Alyssa. But I wanted to show love to you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to come back. You know, I had said tomorrow is February 1st. And I want to start out the new month, starting to come back and do live, because this is what grew my channel. You know, it was growing, but it was stagnant. And coming live, since I've been coming live, I've met a lot of new subscribers, and a lot of new people have subscribed to me. So I want to come back to that. I don't want to leave you all. You know, I don't want my channel, because my channel the views have fell off because the car vlogs or the car chats, they don't do well. And I want to vlog, okay? I want to vlog. Speaking of vlogging, my camera. So I want to start vlogging with this camera, right? But what I discovered with this camera that Meadow bought me is that I'm having a hard time trying to figure out. So let me turn it on. Okay. So right here. Uh-oh. So why do I keep doing that? So right here, you all see, I got you all right here. See the comments where I could start recording you all. But I need to figure out a way to be able to record where I can see myself. So I guess I would have to flip it like this. I think I figured it out, Meadow. So Meadow, do you see how I'm in here? So I think this is how I got to turn it in order to film myself. That's how I got to do it. Let me see. I figured it out. Yeah. So this is what I would have to do. So you see it, Meadow? I figured it out that I got to turn it this way. And when I turn it this way, if I have it on a tripod, I can record myself. So let's see. Oh, that was taking a picture of myself. Let me see if I can record. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So now I'm recording myself. So I don't know if you can see that. Right. Right. So you see how I'm recording myself? So that's how I would have to walk with this to record myself. You know what I'm saying? And then what I would have to do if I was recording something else, I would have to flip it around like so, like this. And then it would record this way. So I don't know, as I'm recording, I don't know if I can flip it back and forth while I'm recording. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to figure it out. So I finally figured it out. I started playing with it and I figured it out. So I'm going to start doing more, more vlogs and stuff. I got to go back up and read you all's comments too. Hold on a second. But I'm still going to have fun with this camera. But I'm going to get that other vlogging camera just for a backup at some point. Let me see. That's exactly what you meant. Yeah, I figured it out. You said, I watch your posts when you're driving. I noticed your NASCAR pace. I'm the same. How is Christopher? Christopher is doing good. Okay, I will, Meadow. I will definitely let you know if I want you to make that. I do want you to make the photo for me. You said laughing out loud vent. My son is 24 and refuses to get a license. Really? Yeah, Christopher wants to drive, which I'm glad because I want him to drive, Yeah, I finally figured it out. I figured it out earlier. You know what? Actually, when I was just talking to you, when you had texted me about seeing the camera, I was thinking in my mind as I was coming home. I said, "There's got to be a way to turn around on me." Now I know. Now I know. So now I know how to do it. Yeah, I'm Christopher is doing driver's ed right now, and he seems to like it, and he's very confident that he could drive. Hey Nick, how you doing? How are you? Nick Techniques, I watched your last video you did, the Valentine's Day haul. You rocked every dress, girlfriend. If you all like fashion, go over and watch Nick Techniques and please subscribe to her channel, please. Turn your bell notification and go watch her last haul. I personally can't wear short dresses no more, but you rock that because you got I call them your cocoa chocolate brown legs. You don't have all that cellulite and your legs. I can't do a short dress, but they looked really, really good on you. You look beautiful. I know I owe you a phone call. I'm gonna tell you all. I have been so mentally drained. My cousin who um my cousin who lives in London, my uncle's daughter, they had to do all the funeral arrangements and everything. And she finally went back to London on yesterday. And so, I've really been trying to be there for her, and just trying to console her and her brothers. And I know that this is what my uncle would want me to do, right? Whew. It's been really hard. It's been really, really hard. And his kids, his three kids, his kids are so devastated. They're so hurt, they so devastated. And it's like I'm trying to be there for them. I'm trying to console them. I'm trying to be there for them. I'm trying to wrap my loving arms around them to let them know that it's okay. And it's been really, really hard because they're struggling. They're struggling. They want to know why. They want to know why. And they're like they're talking to me and they're like, why would our dad do this? And I don't have no answers for them. And I'm telling y'all, I'm just going to tell you all this. Suicide is a real thing. And I really want you all to reach out to people and make sure people are okay. I thought I was doing that with my uncle, right? I thought I was doing that. But I don't know what I missed. I just don't know what I missed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I missed. I think about him every day. Every day I think about him. Because I talk to him all the time. I talk to him every day, sometimes twice a week. Sometimes I would talk to him once a week. But I did my best. I did my best. And even in me doing my best, this still happened, you know. And I'm gonna tell you all what really kind of rocked me to the core. And I've been feeling really down about this. His daughter had been trying to get into his phone and she couldn't get into his phone. She called me yesterday or day before yesterday. And when she said this to me, I wanted to burst out into tears. And I try really hard when I talk to her not to cry, you know, because I'm trying to be there for her and her brothers, you know. She's the middle child. She has a brother over her, and she's the middle child, and she has another brother. And when she told me that she went into his phone, she said, "You were the last person that he talked to. You were the last number that he dialed." And it just did something to me, you know, because I kind of knew that I was the last person to talk to him. And I'm just going to be honest with you all. I never ever thought not my father, I never ever thought my uncle would kill himself. I never thought that, you know. And um I had just talked to him in December, early part of December. I was telling him about a young man that was a radio DJ here in Chicago, a young man, and he killed himself. And I had just talked to him about that, right? And I never talked to him that much about suicide or how he was feeling mentally. I knew that my uncle had some bouts with depression. That I knew because he and I talked about that because we talked about our own battles and struggles with depression, you know. And and he didn't leave a note. He didn't leave anything, you know. So we just kind of like trying to scratch the surface to figure out why. And we don't have no answers. And it done fucked us all up. I'm going to tell you. It has fucked us up. You know, it really, really has. That's just the only way to describe it, you know. You know, it's just, yeah. And I know, I believe that he's at peace now. But I'm going to tell you all, the severity of it. See, this is the other thing too. My cousins they weren't even able to view him because he killed himself. He murdered himself. He shot himself in the head. So you all know what that is. And they couldn't view him. And then he had been up there in that apartment for 5 days. So he had started to decompose. So they couldn't see him. So they did take a picture of him, the side of his face, and they took a picture. He had a tattoo on his on the inner part of his wrist. So that let them know that that's how they was able to identify him by the tattoo. They've been through a lot. They had to go up in that apartment. They had to clean that apartment. And the people, I told you all in the video, the people didn't really clean the apartment. So it was stuff that they saw. And I'm concerned about their mental, what this has done to them mentally too, as well. My cousin said that she's already in therapy. She was already in therapy for some other issues she was having with her mom, with my uncle's ex-wife, which is her mother. And you know what? I'm just gonna say this. As much as I can't stand Christopher sperm donor, if something was to happen to him, I would never get on the phone with his mother or any of his people and talk about him. I would offer my condolences and that would be it. I don't have nothing for him. Whether he live or he die, I don't care, right? But I would never get on the phone and try to talk about him to his mama or his sister or his brother or his cousin or his aunties. I just wouldn't do that. And I was really, really offended that their mother called my mother to think my mother sent them the money so that they could get the body from the morgue to the funeral home so they could get a death certificate, because without a death certificate, you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. So they had to get that body to the funeral home, and it was gonna cost, it cost over $2,000. So my mama sent them the $2,000, and they came up with the rest of the money. I think it was $2,446, something to that. And his ex-wife calls my mama, wanting to talk about my uncle and what he did to her when they were married. Bitch, this ain't the time for you to call nobody and talk about him. You wasn't with him. She hadn't been married to him. They've been divorced for years. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. And I was offended. And I was kind of a little pissed with my mama. I said, why would you let her talk about him like that? My mother was like, you know what? I just let her say what she had to say. And I just told her, I got to go or whatever. I'm just so glad she called my mama, because I would not have been that nice. Keep your opinions and your thoughts or whatever about him to yourself. I know he wasn't perfect. I know you all had your battles, your whatever. I get it. But don't talk about nobody to somebody when people are grieving. However way you feel about that person, you ain't got to let the family know, because, we are his family. I loved him regardless of whatever he was or he wasn't. He was my uncle, and for her to talk about him, that just pissed me off. Yes. That's exactly what she is. That's exactly what she is. And I just felt that was inappropriate, and that wasn't the right time for her to talk about my uncle or talk about what he did in their marriage or what he didn't do or how he treated her or whatever. Bitch, go sit the fuck down. My mama didn't need to hear all of that. And I told my mother, I said, Mama, my mother said, she better not call me again. She said, she called me again. She said, right, Tasha, right, exactly. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Absolutely. Meadow, I would have cussed her out too. See, so it's a good thing that she called my mama and she didn't call me, because I would have laid the law. Y'all know me. I would have laid the law down, because we don't care about that. Let me tell y'all something. That's man and woman shit. Okay? That's man and woman shit. My other uncle who was married, same thing. His ex-wife one time tried to call me talking about him. I said, whoa, hold up, sis. I said, I love you, but you ain't my fucking family. This is the uncle who was taking Chris to school. He can't take him to school no more, because, I told you all, he got to have a hip replacement. He's having a hard time. Yeah, I told my mother to cuss her out. I said, why you didn't cuss that bitch out? Why? And my mother pissed me off, because I just felt like she should have put her in her place. And I don't know why my mother didn't put her in her place. My mother and I are very different when it comes to that. Yeah, Meadow, I guess. My mama cussed me out a whole bunch of times. So I don't know why she didn't cuss her out. My mama is a sweetheart, and I just think my mother didn't want to deal with her. Absolutely, Brittany. My loyalty is to my uncle. It's to all of them. Let me tell you something. My mother has 6 brothers, okay? And these last 3, I'll tell you, Andre, the one I told you that just died, Alan, Tony, Kenneth, Michael, and Nay, okay? There was 3 girls and 6 boys. Andre, Alan, and Tony. Well, Tony just made, like, I think he like 70 or something like that. Alan and Andre are closer to my age. Andre would have been 64 week before last, January 21st. The ironic thing is, on his birthday, his children had to go and pick up his ashes. Okay? Let me tell you how my uncle was with me when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, my uncle, when I was 13, 14, 15, 16, my uncle worked at Spiegel. Do you all remember Spiegel, the outlet store Spiegel? I don't know if you all had them in your city, but we had a Spiegel department store. He worked at Spiegel. I don't remember what job he had, but he got a discount, like a 75% discount or 30, whatever. My uncle was the first man to ever take me, besides my daddy, my uncle was the first man to ever take me on a shopping spree. He would pick me up and he said, we going to Spiegel. He said, I want you to go in here and I want you to pick out what you want and I'm going to buy it. He did that for me and he did that for my sister. My uncle was crazy about my sister and I. He was crazy about us. And we were crazy about him. Like I said, I'm 56. He would have been 64. So he was more like my brother than my uncle. And my other uncle is 65. So they was right there together. My grandmother had 9 kids, but they was all close in age. My grandmama was popping them out, baby. And Alan and Andre, I hung with them a lot. Alan would be in Evergreen Plaza, standing up against the railing, watching women as they walk past. I would be in Evergreen Plaza with my girlfriends. And he would see me with my girlfriends, and he would act like he didn't know me. Hey, Dolores. Thank you, Dolores. He would try to act like he didn't know me. And I was like, Negro, I know you see me. So one day I busted him out. I was like, hey, Uncle Alan. And he was, he trying to look all cool. He gonna do me like this in the mall. Like, don't speak to me, because I'm girl watching. That's what they would do in the mall. There was like a little railing, like you would go down the escalator in Evergreen Plaza Mall. And he would stand up there on that railing. And when I would be in the mall with my girlfriends and my friends, he would act like he didn't know me. And I was like, nah, I know this Negro just saw me. So I busted him out one day. I was like, hey, Uncle Alan. Then he gonna do like this. Like, don't come over here. It's like he didn't want anybody to know that he had a niece as old as me. Because then I guess he would think that the girls would think he was, so much older. He was so fine when we were growing up. He had this big afro. This is Alan. You had Andre and Alan. Alan and Andre were the last 2 of the 9 children. Andre was the baby, the one who just died. He thought he was so fly, baby. And he was. He was fine. Now, Andre, I'm going to tell you about Andre, the one who just died. Andre and I when we would be together, girls used to think that I was his girlfriend. One day, we pulled up to the light, and he was trying to flirt with this girl that was standing on the bus stop. And it was in the summertime. They all had sharp cars. And the girl was standing on the bus stop. And the girl was like, I know you ain't going to try to talk to me and your girlfriend in the car. And I was like, I'm not his girlfriend. I'm his niece. And the girl didn't believe him. So whenever he was with me, he was like, you slowing up my action. He was like, because everybody think you my girlfriend. Same way with my sister. Because like I said, we weren't that much, the age difference. And I remember when Andre went to the service. And I think I put that picture over on the community page, but I put it in the video I did of him. And they just always thought that he was my boyfriend or I was his girlfriend, And I could it's so many stories I could tell you about them, how they were when we grew up. And, if right now, if something was to happen to Alan, I would be devastated. Because I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. I would be devastated with all of them. Because when I tell y'all, my uncles did not play about me and did not play about my sister. My mother is the oldest girl. She has a brother older than her. But the respect that her siblings had for her, because my mother took care of all of them. So my mother was like a second mother to them. Every time they got a girlfriend or wanted, they would bring the girls to my mother's house first before they ever took them home to my grandmother. They would bring them over there. I'm gonna bring, and my mother be like, why y'all keep bringing y'all girlfriends over here? But it was like they wanted my mama's approval, you know. And, you know, my mama was just, you know, she was like they mother. You know, they called my mother for everything, everything. They would call my mother for it, you know. And we had a big, they had a big, it was a lot of them. It was 9 of them. So imagine when we all would get together for Christmas, Thanksgiving, barbecues, you know, we would just, you know, and then when my grandparents were murdered, that shifted the family. That did something to the family, you know. My grandparents was murdered in 1986. From 1986 to now, you know, and then for my uncle to murder himself, you know, it just brings back all of that happened with my grandparents, and it's just been hard, you know. Hey, Missy Miss, how are you? So it's been a struggle. I'm not gonna even lie, it's been a struggle. But you know, they say time heals all wounds, and that's true. Right now, it's just so fresh, you know. It's just so fresh. And I had just talked to Andre on Christmas Eve. I had called him, and then for him to call me, I didn't call him the day, Christmas Day. And to know that I was the last person that he talked to, and that he said what he said to me, you know, he pissed me off. Remember, I told you all that. I said sometimes. Remember, I said sometimes you gotta, you gotta have your peace even away from your family. And I just didn't know. I just didn't know he was gonna do that. I just did not know that. I was not ready. Whew, I was not ready. I was not prepared. I was not. Yeah, I will be. You know, I will be. It's gonna take some time to adjust. I really don't know what all he was dealing with. I know what he discussed with me, but I know that they did find another tumor, and I mentioned that to you all back in the summer to pray for him. And you know, he told me, he said, I'm not gonna let them see, because back in 2015, they had removed part of his skull for this tumor. Now, the interesting thing about this tumor was my great grandfather, which was his grandfather, which was my grandmother's father. He had a tumor, and it must be something that runs in the family. So he had a tumor, and my mother told me that that tumor would have my grandfather acting all, you know, kind of out of it or whatever. They didn't know that that's what it was, but that's what it was. So for Andre got this tumor in 2015. They removed part of his skull, and now he got a tumor. You know, again, he got he found out he had another tumor came back just this past June or July. And you know, he told me, he said, I'm not gonna let them cut on me. You know, he said, I'm not gonna let them cut on me again. So February gonna be your month, girl. Things will get 10 times better, and you'll get so much done. I hope so. I hope so, because it's rough. And I'm gonna try to celebrate. My birthday is next Wednesday after next. And that morning I gotta get up, and I gotta go and get my I gotta get up, and I gotta go get my license renewed the day of my birthday. And I think I'm going to go and get me, probably go out to eat that afternoon when I leave there. Gonna go for lunch or something. It depends on what this weather is doing. And then I'm off. I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that Monday. I don't go back to work until my last day of work is the 9th. The 10th. February 10th is my last day, and I don't go back until the 17th of February. Because Christopher is out of school that Monday, President's Day, so I took that day off too. Your birthday, February 13th? Oh, okay. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Yeah, I will. I'm trying to get back on track. And that's why I said I wanted to start this month off. This is a short month. And I don't want to make this about money, but I'm just going to be 100. I missed making the money that I was making. It wasn't a whole lot, but I missed making that getting that $400 at the end of the month from YouTube, because it helps, really helps, pay 1 to 2 bills. You know what I'm saying? So Teresa, you was almost a Valentine's Day baby. Almost. Thank you for sending your prayers to everyone. I know you are going through stuff. Are we still are we still doing the Aquarius live? Because my birthday is February the 14th. Okay, so we got Meadow Shrub birthday is next Thursday, Meadow, the 5th. Mine is the 11th. Teresa's is the 13th. Brittany's is the 14th. We definitely can do an Aquarius live. Y'all just let me know when y'all want to do it. Let me know when y'all want to do it. We can do it the Saturday, February 14th, on your actual birthday. And Meadow is on the 5th. I'm the 11th, 13th, 14th. It's some other people in here that was Aquarius. I don't know where they went. Is it Aunt Esther or Grandma's Corner or Bernetta? Somebody is an Aquarius. There was another Aquarius in here. It might be Bernetta. But y'all let me know. Yes, y'all let me know what day y'all want to do it. And we can do it. I will go live and we will have a party. Everybody get them a little drink. And let's do it. Oh, and Vent Deroe birthday is the same day as mine. Same day. So that's my birthday twin. I don't have any man, so we could be each other's Valentine's. Hey, let's do it Valentine's Day. Brittany, what you gonna do on your actual birthday? You might have plans. I don't have a Valentine either. I have not had... Oh, no, you a Pisces, baby? Okay, you with Chris. When is your birthday, Bernetta? When is your birthday? Chris' birthday is the 8th of March. I'm trying to figure out what he want to do for his birthday. I got my W-2s from my job. I'm getting ready to file my taxes so I can get some money. On my birthday, I'm going to the spa in the daytime, so I'll be back home at night. Okay, March 3rd. Okay, March 3rd. We have a Valentine's Day party. That would be fun. Yep, we can have a Valentine's. Yep, that would be. Now, listen to this. So I was supposed to go to a Valentine's Day. These men are cheap. Girl, yes, they are. I ain't fucking with none of them, okay? I'm not. I haven't had a Valentine's Day date. I mean, it's been years. I have been single since 2014. So what's that? 13 years? I've been single. I have not been in a relationship for 13 years. I've had relations with men since then, okay? But I have not been in a relationship. Baby, what you say? Baby, I got too many Valentines. I need to get rid of they ass. They go get rid of their self. They don't have me no gift. I know that's right. You been single for 10 years? Yeah. But I ain't had sex in them 13 years now. That I'm just gonna keep it 100. Cause I don't have to be your girlfriend for me to get some. I don't. Actually prefer it like that. To be real, if you really want to be honest. I don't want to be bothered with them. You know, I really don't. I've tried to have a relationship with men, but I cannot. So let me tell y'all, I was invited to a Valentine's Day event. Uh, right, Meta. I was invited to an event, Valentine's Day. And I was thinking about going. I was married 22 years and single the past 6. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing, Teresa. A lot of people don't understand that. Just because you married don't mean what that mean. If it's not the type of marriage that it's supposed to be, you single. You just on paper you're married, right? So anyway, this girl invited me to a Valentine's Day event. But she hasn't been getting a lot of responses from people. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And this is my girl. I love her. But she wants everybody to pay $10 to come to the party. She wants you to buy a $10 raffle ticket. Now, I'm going to tell you all something. I am the type of person, I love to put my clothes on, right? I love to put my clothes on. Love to put my jewelry on, my makeup on, and my perfume, and I like to go out and have a good time. But let me tell y'all something. I am not interested in paying $10 to go to no party. And I know that's not a lot of money. I also am not interested at this particular time sitting around a whole bunch of people when people are sick with the flu and sick with COVID. I'm really trying to stay away from people. Going to work every day, being in that plant, in that department where it's all a bunch of people, I'm like, I try to stay out of as many people's faces as I can. I had the flu shot. I haven't had my COVID shot. I forgot to get it this last time. But when I go Saturday for my appointment, I'm going to ask them, can I get a a COVID shot Saturday. I don't want to be sick. So I'm trying to stay out of until this flu season is over. Vernetta, that's my thing. Why we got to pay $10 to come to a party? I'm just saying. Why? $10 is really not a lot of money. But see, when she planned the event, everybody was under the impression that everybody was coming to the event, coming to the party or whatever. Then she said she wants us to pay a $10 raffle, $10 for a ticket. And I'm like, why? They ain't paying it. Yeah, that could be it. I've learned more about myself being alone past 6 years than my whole life. I'm loving it. Let me tell you something. Being alone and being by yourself it gives you a lot of clarity to who you are and what you want and what you don't want. What you will accept and what you won't accept. Girl, that's what I'm saying, Bernetta. I'm just like, and you know what? I didn't even know that until she had me put the flyer. I put the flyer for her up on my page. Like the day of that I found out about my uncle. I had put it up there earlier, right? And I read it and I was like, $10. Hey, Priscilla, how are you? Teresa, I'm telling you, people need to understand that when you are alone, when you have that alone time, you really understand who you are and what you want. Vernetta, you funny. That's why I say to people all the time, especially women, it's okay to be alone. I'm not saying be alone forever, but it's okay to be alone. It's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'm not feeling the whole $10 thing. And I guess a lot of people aren't either because she really pushing and asking people, and people ain't, they ain't really kind of, it is painfully beautiful. You're right. I'm good, Priscilla. I'm good. So don't I want to say this. If you are single, it's okay. It's okay. I know we listen. God did not design for us to be alone. Okay? He did not. But I'm not going to be bothered with people bullshit if I ain't got to be. I think I'm going to do a Valentine's Day live. I'm not going. I've already decided that I'm not going. Hey, love Jesus, for real. How are you? I ain't going. I'm going to come on here Valentine's Day. Tasha, I know. And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. If a man ain't sponsoring me to go, then I ain't going. I don't even pay to get in the club. I know I ain't paying to get in no damn party. CeCe, you look too good to pay to get into a party, girl. I prefer to be alone because I'm not going to be disrespected, period. I know that's right. Oh, we just talking about a plethora of things. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this. And I've said this to you all before, and I'm going to say it again. I don't know. I don't know if she trying to get the $10 to pay, like somebody said, pay for the event. I don't know. But I think it would have did better just say to tell people what the $10 is for, because I'm not understanding. I ain't never had to buy a raffle ticket that costs $10. And I'm just like, thank you for being a big fan. I appreciate you. Hannah, thank you. But you all remember I told you all about the guy who came over here on my birthday and brought me them damn scratch off tickets, them scratch offs. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you. Yeah, I think she should have. Yeah, she should have gave us a reason. I don't know what the $10 raffle is for. First of all, I don't even buy raffles when I go to events. But let me tell y'all. So I was talking to my two foremans about my birthday coming up, right? And yes, him, Brittany. Yes, him. And I wanted to get a man's perspective, right? Because my two foremen are men, and they both married, and they both been married a very, very long time. Yeah, I haven't been on here, love Jesus. I just came back after. I think the last time I was on here was before Christmas, and I had a tragedy in my family, so I haven't been here. What do I use on my lips? This is a Juvia's Place lipstick that I have on. I don't know what color it is. Yeah, December was the last time. I know it was right before Christmas. Yeah, I had a real serious tragedy. My uncle committed suicide the day after Christmas, and so I have just not been able to physically come back. In fact, it's been hard just to do the car chats. I haven't did a haul. I did show you all what I got for Christmas, but it's been hard. But I was asking you all, did you all have a DD's? Because I got some good stuff from DD's, and I'm going to show it to you all. I'm going to do a haul of it tomorrow. It's a short video. But if you have a DD's, they having a big clearance. I don't know if they still having it. Ross is having a clearance. I missed the 49 cent sale that Ross had. I missed it. Yes, Bernetta, yes. Was it December 27th? Okay. I think that wasn't the last time I did a live though. I did a live right before Christmas. Um, it was before December 27th. So my two foremen, Brittany, told me that so both of them was like, what? So I said, yeah. I said he brought me some scratch offs on my birthday. And they both was looking at me like, what the hell? And so one of my foremans was like, that's just cheap. He said, I would never bring no woman no damn scratch-offs. He said, because that's no guarantee that you're going to win. And I said, exactly. It was on the 27th? Okay. It couldn't have been the 27th, Meadow, because because he killed himself. Maybe it was the 27th. Maybe I didn't know about it because I don't think I knew. He killed himself the day after Christmas, but we didn't know about it until the day after New Year's Day. So you're right. It could have been the 27th. Yeah. Yeah, because I think I had came on and was asking you all how y'all Christmas was. I'm confused on the dates. But anyway, let me get back to the foreman. So my foreman was like, who would bring a woman? And my foreman said, like you, some scratch off tickets. He said, that's he said, that's beyond cheap. So when I started telling them that he was a hosting engineer where we work, and we know that work where we work, we all know what hosting engineers make. They make $65 an hour. $65 an hour. Okay? Now, this dude bought a house 2 years before I bought my house. His children are grown. He's got a nice car. He's been on this job longer than I've been working here at this company. He works in another department. But he's a hosting engineer. Okay? And he make good damn money. Right. He got the money. So what the fuck? Now here's the thing, y'all. He graduated with my sister from high school. And you all know that my CVS alumni, we all get together and we party and everything. So one of my sister's classmates, she was getting engaged. And he was there at the engagement party. The girl didn't know that she was getting proposed to. It was a surprise. When she walked in, everybody handed her a rose. All the ladies handed her a rose. She didn't know what was going on. He saw me, and he just acted like he fell in love. He came over. He was asking my sister who I was. My sister was like, that's my sister. And he was like, man, she fine, saying all this to my sister, right? And so when he walked away, my sister said, we're just going to call him. No, we're just going to call him his name. His fucking name is Carl. So she was like, Carl said you are fine. And I said, really? I said, who is Carl? So she pointed him out to me. Now, he really ain't my type, okay? At that time, he was a little on the chunky side. Since then, he's lost weight, okay? He's not a bad-looking brother. He ain't ugly at all. He was just a little chunky, a little thicker than I like my man, okay? I like my man so skinny that I want to see his ribs. I want him to be so skinny that he look like he from Cambodia or somebody on a starvation plan. That's how skinny I like my man, okay? So he was a little thick, you know, but he was attractive. But I wasn't giving him no play because I don't give men play, okay? You got to pick up on my energy to know if I'm interested in you. I'll be nice and I will flirt. But, yeah, yeah, he was now. Yeah. I mean, that's beyond cheap. So here's my thing, fellas, if you hear. You see a woman that you like, that you interested in, and you see what I'm working with, okay? Because I may not have a lot of money, but when I step outside of this door, I look like I got it going on, okay? I'm going to represent me. I'm not out here to make myself look good so that I attract anybody, but this is how I feel about me. So you already know what you stepping up to. Now, you went over here, you asked my sister who I am, you said I'm fine, blah, 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 blah. So now I get a friend request from him on Facebook. So I accept this friend request, right? So now this had been going on for a while where he was hitting, right? But you hitting, but you ain't not one time said, call me. or send me a message saying, can I take you to dinner? So now let's fast forward. We all go on a group trip to, man, when I went to Punta Cana, he was on that, he was at that trip. We at the trip, we talking, we taking pictures, we having a good time. I was starting to feel him a little bit more, right? Now this time I was still fucking around with the friend, okay? But me and friend wasn't in no relationship. So I felt like this. I do me. So if another man is interested in me, I don't owe you shit because you're not my man. I can do what I want to do. So we was in Punta Cana, we was taking pictures, we was having a good time, right? The whole time we was on that trip, not one time did he buy me anything, did he ask me did I need anything. But yet, you talking about how fine I am. You talking about how you know, I'm all this, I'm all that. Now he has chased me, right? So I told y'all how he did me leading up to when he's supposed to go on his trip and he's supposed to take me out to the river walk. I've told y'all the story. That never happened. So now, after he dissed me with the river walk, I stopped answering him. So last February, here he come with these funky ass scratch offs. And I'm just like, I mean, no roses, no candy, nothing to offset it, okay? So I was like, so let's fast forward. So this past New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, he comes sending me a text. I did not answer. Let me tell y'all why I did not answer. Because you're not going to keep texting me. Good morning. How you doing? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Get the fuck on. Exactly, Brittany. And that's what my foreman said. They said he should have got you a gift card. A universal gift card. He could have got me a $50 gift card along with them scratch offs and some flowers and some candy. Because he brought me the gift on my birthday, which was the 11th. Okay, 3 days later, it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. But so you know how much he spent on them scratch offs? $8. Because one or two of them was $1 scratch off. And that's the thing. If you was going to buy me some scratch offs, why didn't you buy me a $25 scratch off where I had a better chance of winning some fucking money? But he comes giving me $8. Exactly. And I'm sick of that. Stop texting me. You don't get no more access to me. We did this. I'm done. So he sent me a text saying something. I can't tell y'all what it said. I never looked at it. It stayed because now even with the Android phone, the new phones, you can tell when somebody has read. I can look and see when somebody has read my text, just like with the iPhone. So he would know if I had read his text. I let that bitch sit in blue forever. And then what was all going on with my uncle with all of that, you know what I'm saying? I never looked at it. I just opened it last week, and I still can't tell you all what the fuck it said because I didn't read it. Because I don't care about you saying Happy New Year. Leave me alone. See, I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Ladies, you got to have some type of boundaries. I said it in the car chat. I said it just this week. I was talking about this. We as women, we talk too much. And sometimes what you got to do is be quiet. You got to be quiet. And I said this on the car chat. When you meet a man and you talk to a man on the phone, your limit for staying on the phone with a man should not exceed to an hour. 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes or less should you be on that phone. When a man, because see, this is the thing. Men like to see where you are so they'll know how to play you. Okay? So you need to always be a mystery to a man. A man needs to be wondering, like, who is she? Then he needs to learn, he needs to be in his mind trying to figure you out. Not you telling him your whole goddamn life story. Game over. You absolutely right, Teresa. Game over. And see, I don't need a fucking pen pal. I don't need somebody texting me, Happy New Year. Hope this year be a prosperous year for you. Bitch, go on with that bullshit. You know, go write that on your motherfucking Facebook page to everybody that's on your Facebook. I don't give a fuck about that. So when he didn't come through on that day and he never made it up, Meadow, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to keep reading no goddamn texts from you. Go the fuck on. And this is what I have a problem with men. Men will chase you, chase you, chase you, be interested and do all the things. All of them things. And then, thank you, Brittany. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And this whole notion that, oh, well, you know, my cousin, because I was telling my cousin and them all about this was on Christmas Eve with the family. We was all sitting around talking about this. And my cousin was like, well, he probably got a lot going on. I don't give a fuck what he got going on. I don't give a fuck. You knew when you stepped to me what it was. I didn't step to you. You stepped to me. Like the little girl on TikTok when she talking about the little boy said he wanted to be her boyfriend. She said, he came to me. He talked to me. And that's what this Negro did. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on. I'm not getting ready to hold your hand and walk you down the road or the yellow brick road of I don't have no money. Fuck you and you ain't got no money. $65 an hour. He don't even have a teenager like I do. His two daughters are grown. He got grandbabies. They don't even live in Chicago. Fuck you got going on. And here's the thing. If you in debt, why the fuck are you trying to date? Date don't match. Exactly, Meadow. That's all I'm saying. See, men think they got to spend a lot of money. Men don't understand. Effort is key. Put in the fucking effort. So he gonna tell me, my cousin gonna say, well, he probably got a lot going on, and you don't know what he probably got. Who is that? K 11540 exactly. Hey Maria, how are you? How's it going, girl? So my cousin like, some of these men got child support, some of these men got the. Listen here. If you know that you are up the wazoo in debt, why? Hey, Wilma, why the fuck are you trying to get some pussy? I'm going to say this one more time. Why the fuck are you trying to get some pussy? Ladies, I'm going to say it to you one more time, one more again. A man ain't walking up to you to find out what your favorite color is. That part, right. Date your tax bracket. How you doing, Wilma? How's it going? Thank you, Maria. Right. Date your tax bracket. You want low vibration, low budget women, then go get you a bonnet head, furry house shoe, beauty supply leggings type of woman. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Why are you trying to fuck with me? That don't even make sense. Brittany, how many times have you said that on here? That's why I tell women. Men see you in bed before they see you as their woman. Make that man earn your attention. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's been an hour? Wow. My favorite color is red, Tim Young. Thank you for letting me know I made it to an hour and 20 minutes. Yes, they need to work for it. And you know why they need to work for it? Because they will do anything for pussy. I'm telling y'all. I said this to the men at my job that I've talked to. I gave them the same analogy that I've given here 1,000 times. If 4 men were standing up on the roof of this house right now, and a woman walked across right here, across in front of my house, walked across my house, and her pussy dropped from under her skirt, every last man would jump off this roof to get that pussy. And you know what? When I said that, do you know that all the men that I said this to in the break room said, you right? Only one man said, nah, I don't know if I would want, I don't know if I would want that pussy if it dropped out. I said, you a lie. You a lie. See, you see what Tim said? I'll cry for that pussy till I get it. Now that's a real man telling a real truth. Now, did y'all hear what Tim said? Did you hear? Because here's the thing that Tim Young knows, and this is what women you all need to know. Men love pussy. They'll do anything for it. They will die for some pussy. And here's how I know men will die for pussy. When they don't take care of their health, when they will not, Tim, you said leave a voicemail. When they won't take their high blood pressure medicine, when they won't take care of their health, because see, their concern is about erection, right? That's it, Metal. That's their main goal. You know, that's their main goal. My girlfriend's father told me this one time. He said, understand this. He said, a man will walk you down slow. He said, a man will walk you down slow until he gets what he wants. He said, because most men are not out to do you no good. He said, it's not that we trying to hurt you. He said, but that's how we are. So if a man will not take care of his health because he'd rather have pussy, what makes you think he won't work for yours? Men can get pussy from anywhere because it's so many women giving men free pussy and not making a man work for it. It's not that they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they cannot get it. It's just the fact that the woman that they really are after and they really, hey, Seneca, how are you? The woman that they really after, that they really like, they gonna work for it. But if you give it to them without them having to work for it, I said this on the live. Now, men, tell me if I'm wrong about this. A man will, let's say you got a woman and this woman is doing everything for you. Don't y'all know that men get bored? Men get bored after a while. You know why? Because now you're no longer interesting to them. You're no longer a chase for them. So when you give a man everything, 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 it ain't nothing for him to work for. See what I'm saying, Missy Miss? You said you're right about that. My ex said he don't take his blood pressure medicine because it's his little weeder don't work. I rest my case. He more worried about his dick being hard than him dying. So that's my point. So right, right. Player prefer to die because they can't. Yes, 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 yes. So I say this, I'm not saying this to put men down. But what I'm saying is this is just the nature of a man and the way that men think and how they man work. Men are not even, men connect with you based on how good you are in bed, or how good your whatever is. That's what makes them connect with you. That's what makes them like you more and more. And then all the other stuff that you do make them like you. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Yes, men like to chase. And when you stop letting them chase you, they get bored. And that's what I'm saying. Yes, have him looking for you in broad daylight with a flashlight. That's true, Meadow. Brittany, I said that the other day. I don't never tell a man that. When a man said, "What you looking for in a man?" Nothing. Nothing. Well, why you say nothing? Because I'm not looking for no man. I'm not looking for no man. Now, I'll say this to a man. When they say, "What you looking for in a man?" Nothing. Well, I mean, well, what's your purpose of dating? I don't have a purpose. Now, if you want me to tell you what my expectations are, I can tell you that. If you tell me what my boundary, if I can tell you what my boundaries are. But I ain't looking for nothing in you. Because see, it's a setup, the setup for the, it's a, how does it go? For the underlay, it's a saying, the underlay for the something, the underlay for the underplay. So when a man asks you what you looking for, ladies, what they saying to you is they trying to they want to hear what you looking for so they can make sure that they do those things to get your pussy. Be a mystery. Be a mystery. Men stop chasing when they decide they want to settle down, when they want to well, yeah, but men get bored. So if you give a man all of you, he gets bored. And see, and a lot of women be like, I can't believe he went and married Joanne, ghetto Joanne. Yeah, well, ghetto Joanne might have 5 kids. Ghetto Joanne might have 5 kids, but ghetto Joanne got boundaries and standards and expectations. So he gonna go to ghetto Joanne with the 5 babies because ghetto Joanne is like, hey, I got 5 kids, 5 mouths to feed. I ain't got time to fuck with you and play with you. You gonna either do this, 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 and this. I'm telling you, men like a challenge. They don't want you to make it too easy for them. They want it easy, but they don't want you to make it easy for them, if that makes sense. Right. I don't tell them nothing. Figure it out. Figure it out. So you got to be a mystery, you know. And so as far as he is concerned, the guy with the the scratch offs, I ain't got nothing for him. Right. That's what it's called. It's called being faithful and loyal. But you know what? A lot of men are not faithful and they're not loyal. You know, they're not. They neither. You know. But you gotta decide for yourself what you gonna allow and what you not going to allow. Girl, Kimma, come on, baby. And I don't give a damn what nobody think about me when I talk about a man got to spend money on me to get to get into my hot box. See, cause see, I'm dry as a Brillo pad if you ain't doing nothing for me. Ain't nothing moving or shaking or getting moist like a box of cake if you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. I'm not even. I'm not. Nowhere is there any moisture anywhere if you cheap and if you broke. And I'm not getting ready to help you out. I'm not getting ready to help you out in learning how to date me. Not at 55. Not at 55. I'm not. Because see, ain't nothing down there jumping or moving around or being excited or nothing. I don't have no problem with my box. You know, it's a lot of women that go through menopause and, you know, they having problems with their box. I ain't got no problem with my box. I don't need nothing to get my box open and moist. I don't have a problem with that. But when you cheap and you broke, and I think cheap irritates me more than broke. When you cheap, when you show me that you don't want to do nothing for me, I'm dry as a Brillo pad. My girlfriend be saying, bitch, we not fucking with him. We not fucking with him. Ain't nothing jumping. Ain't nothing moving. Nothing. What you say? Tim, that's what I hear. Okay? That's what I hear. But I'll tell you this. I'd rather have somebody who got both. All three. Money and the two that you name. Because you know what? I can deal with you if you broke. I can deal with you if you broke. I really can. See, because if you broke, if you tell me as a man you don't have a lot of money, but you still putting in effort to date me, I can deal with you. It's when you cheap. See, there's a difference, Tim, between being cheap and broke. There's some men who don't have a lot of money, but they still know how to court and how to date. If you approach me and you said, listen here, CeCe, I don't make a whole lot of money, but I think you gorgeous. I think you beautiful. And I'm going to be there for you. I ain't got a whole lot, but I want to date you. I want to court you. I may not be able to take you out every weekend, but I still want to court you and I still want to date you. See, because Tim, it's the effort that a man puts into dating that excites me. Everything doesn't have to be us going to the 5-star restaurant. Everything doesn't have to be you getting tickets to my phone about to die, y'all, so I'm gonna get off here in a minute. Everything doesn't have to be about going to every concert. See, I can sit with you, Tim, and watch a good movie and eat popcorn and nachos and chips and have a good time with you. But when you put in no effort for me at all, and when you just downright cheap and won't do nothing for me. Because see, here's the thing, Tim. You can go to the local grocery store and buy me flowers that cost $10 and $20. I didn't ask you to go to the fanciest florist to get me $1,000 or $500 or $400 flowers. Okay? I didn't ask you to take me downtown to the best restaurant. But you got to put in some effort. Yes, a broke man. I'm not, I can date a broke man. I can date a man who doesn't have a whole lot. But do you have a lot of effort? Do you have a lot of interest? Because you can be broke and you can still date me and still court me. You can be broke and still show up for me when I need you to show up for me. Okay? You can be broke and still say, hey, baby, what you need? You need something done in your house? Right now, I can't get this garage door remote control. I can't get this shit fixed. I need a man right now, Tim, to come with a ladder and reprogram the thing in the garage so this will work. Do you understand what I'm saying, Tim? I need somebody to put a light in this hallway. See, you can be broke, but are you going to show up for me? Right. Cut the grass. You can be broke and still, when I got a problem and I'm stuck on the side of the road, I know I can call Tim because you going to come. And you ain't going to tell me no bullshit, Tim, about, oh, you know what, CeCe, I'm hanging with the boys. Nigga, what? And I'm stuck on the side of the highway? Hey, James. You understand what I'm saying? You can be a man who don't make a lot of money and don't have a whole lot, but still be into who? CeCe. See, I can work with you. I can do some things with you if you don't have a whole lot. I'm not asking for a whole lot. I'm asking for the effort. I'm asking, do you care about CeCe? How important is CeCe to you? I'm not asking you to every time you come up in here, you got a gift for me. But here's the thing. You should not miss my birthday. You should not miss Valentine's Day. I don't want to hear that bullshit about, oh, that's a man-made holiday, and I don't celebrate that. I don't give a fuck what you don't celebrate. If you want to fuck me, you need to celebrate it. If you want dick sucked good, you need to celebrate it. If you want me to do backflips up in this motherfucker, you better celebrate it. If you want to be oohing and on, you better celebrate it. Look, don't come up in here talking about, I ain't got you nothing for your birthday. Don't come up here talking about it's Christmas and that's a man-made holiday. Fuck all of that. Fuck what all your friends are talking about. Oh, Tim, you know what? Those are man-made holidays. Then go fuck your friends. If you want my pussy, you're going to have to do what CeCe like. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I live in Illinois, Chicago. That's all I'm saying. See, because I can work with any man who don't have a whole lot. But are you the type of man that you're going to make sure that even if you ain't got a whole lot, see, because here's the thing, Tim, and I'm just using you as an example. You could not have a whole lot, but you could be the type of man that you got a whole lot. By your character, by how you treat me. Do you respect me? Are you there for me? See, having money don't mean shit. Having Chicago ain't that rough, James. It ain't that rough. Don't believe everything you see. But having money don't mean shit if you not going to represent and be there for me. Because I've had men that were broke and they still wasn't shit. I've had men that had money and they weren't shit. I've had both and they weren't shit. So you can be broke. I would rather for a man to say to me, CeCe, I don't have a whole lot, but I adore you. And I know that he adored me. It's a lot of men that are intimidated by me because I make more money than them. What the fuck that got to do with you? And then my aunt was like, well, a lot of men, they probably feel like there's nothing else that thank you, still got to change the light bulb, money or not, exactly. She was like, well, they feel like they ain't got nothing to offer you. That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't give a fuck about, I bought this house for me because I'm single and I'm not married. I bought this house for me. I didn't buy this house for nobody else but for me. So whether I buy a house or not, thank you, James. I appreciate that. Whether I have a house or not, I'm a grown ass woman who take care of myself, and I want things for me. It ain't got shit to do with you. I don't look for no man to validate me. I bought a house because that's what I wanted. Didn't have nothing to do with no man. So the point that I'm trying to make is that men have this idea that women want all of y'all money. Here's the thing. When I hear men say women are gold diggers, well, what motherfucker got gold? Which one of y'all got the gold? Because I need to meet you. Because I ain't met one yet that had the gold. Because I've been with men that had money and they were cheap. I've been with men that were broke. And I still had to deal with their bullshit. So at the end of the day, and I hate that saying, but I'll just put it to you like this. At some point in time, you got to decide as a woman what you will and will not accept. You understand what I'm saying? You got to decide what you will and will not accept. And when I am with a man and I see that you are not for me, I don't give a fuck what you got. I'm not interested. I'm not. You know, and so I'm just going to say this. You can have a man who don't have a lot, but he got a lot. You can have a man that don't have a lot, but got a lot. See, when you show up for me, when you ask me, or when you say to me, hey, CeCe, if you a man, you don't have a lot of money, you mean tell me that sometimes you can't cash at me $20 for lunch? You mean tell me that sometimes you can't say, here, baby, here's $50 for you to get your nails and your feet done. Thank you for the flower. You mean to tell me sometimes you can't say, here's $100 to get your hair done? Come on here. Thank you. Thank you, Kimma. I love that, and I'm going to use that. And I am a diamond. People say, oh, you a diamond. No, I'm like you said, I'm a diamond. No, I'm respectfully, James. Thank you, but I'm really not. I'm not interested in dating. But thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. I don't want a relationship. My mother always say, "Don't stop saying that." Hey, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. And it's nothing against men. I love men. I love men. Ain't nothing like a man. Oh, and no disrespect to anybody here that are not into men. But as far as CeCe is concerned, I love men. Okay? And if men didn't have that thing swinging in between their legs, I would never fuck with y'all at all. I'm like a dude. You know, I'm out for the same thing y'all out for. You know, but I'm just not interested in dating. I've dated. I've been dating since I was 17. I'm totally just wiped out from dating. It doesn't mean that I will never date again or I will never have another relationship. I don't see myself not ever having another relationship. I'm not saying that. But I just got out of something last year, and I have just taken this time for me. And I ain't had sex in a year. Whew, Lord have mercy. I ain't had sex in a year. I ain't been with nobody in a year. And I'm okay with that because my goal is not to be out here just bumping and grinding with everybody that come around. You know what I'm saying? But um when you say, do I like younger men, what's younger? Because I'm probably a lot older than you. I'll be 56 next week. So if you're talking about 20s or 30s, no. 40s, no. I'm going to tell you, this is the age limit that I'll date. You 33, okay. Tim, you 33. Now, this is the interesting thing, Tim. My nephew name is Tim. His name is Timothy. He'll be 36. So if I was to bring you home and you 33, my family would be like, are you crazy? Tim, that's too young. That's too young, baby. But I bet you fine. But that's just too young. So I'm going to tell you my age range. 45. We're going to start at 45. I'll date somebody 45 to 65. I don't want no old man. I don't want to date no man that's 70 and up. I'm not interested because I plan to have sex until I'm about 70. So with that being said, I ain't finna date nobody 70 or 75 at this age because I'm not finna be down there blowing on his pickle like some trick candles to get that motherfucker to stand up. I'm not doing it. And I ain't doing all the work either. Okay? I'm a submissive broad in the bedroom. I don't like all of that. Do this and do that. No, you do me. I ain't doing all of that, okay? So I'm just keeping it 100. I don't want nobody, girl, trick candles. You be down there blowing on that shit and trying to get that shit. You know them trick candles? They put them trick candles on the cake and you got to keep blowing and blowing and blowing and all of this old bullshit to get, I ain't doing that. Yeah, I agree, Wilma. I agree. But I'm going to tell you, Wilma, I ain't interested in getting married. No, girlfriend, I don't want to get married. For what? I am not interested in getting married. The only way I would get married to right now at this point in my life at 50, almost 56, I'll be sure, and Lunell, you're right. Only way I think they make a cute couple. If they, in fact, are in a relationship, they said that they've been friends for years. That's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is. But people got on my nerve talking about them. I'm like, leave them alone. But the only way, Wilma, I would get married at this point in time in my life, I'm gonna be honest. He'd have to make what I make. He'd have to make more. Even if he didn't make what I make, he would have to be somewhat established, and he would really have to knock me off my feet. I would have to. Let me put it to you this way. The only way I would marry a man is if I knew he was really, really in love with me. Because I've never had a man truly in love with me. So that's the only way I would consider getting married. Yeah, well, you know what? Women might be having sex past 80, but some of these fellas that's 45 can't have sex because they're not healthy. My coworker who died, he was only 48. He died of a heart attack. He had a bad heart, but he didn't make it no better by drinking and smoking, whatever he was doing. I don't know. I hope so too, Meadow. I hope, but you know what? I'm just gonna say this. I'm glad you all are more hopeful than I am. Okay? I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I'll just say this. It would be wonderful to have a nice companion. A man that is a companion who likes to go out, who likes to do things, who likes to be together, and that. I don't necessarily have to get married. You know, I always wanted to get married. I always wanted to have a big wedding. I always wanted all the things to come with that. And I'm not saying that at my age it's too late. I'm not saying that. I'm never gonna say it's too late. I'm gonna say this. As long as I'm living and breathing, anything is possible. Thank you, James. Thank you. James, how old are you? But uh-uh. And it is, this is sad to say, but it's so many men who don't want, who really aren't. I don't know. I have a lot of girlfriends who are married and a lot of girlfriends who are not. And I'll say this. Yeah, anything is possible. Anytime you still living and breathing and moving, anything is possible. Anything. You know, so I'm not gonna never say never to that. But I have a lot of girlfriends. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. I have a lot of girlfriends who don't want to get married and who say that the men are not, doing, being men and doing all of the things. So, you said don't let you get away. um, so I just think that, if that's what you want to do, I think I think you can have anything that you want if you really want it. I know a ton of married men out here dating like they single. Girl, yes, yes, yes. You're right. You're right. um, James, how old are you? You still never said how old you are. I'm just curious. Yeah, Kimma, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. Oh, you 53. Okay. Okay. So you not that, so I gave you the age range, 45 to 65. I might go 60, close to 70, but I don't want to go to 70. I don't want to go to 70. But I don't know. I just don't have a whole lot of I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith in dating and in marriage or nothing like that. And I ain't saying that it can't happen. I ain't gonna never say that. But I'm 55. I'll be 56 week after next on the 11th of February. So I'm just a few notches above you, 55. Who said I want to have an 80-year-old man though? I said be like Cher. Her man is younger than her. Laughing out loud. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Cher is 80. Cher has always dated younger men, but you know why? For the motion in the ocean, girl. That's what I'm saying. She ain't got no 80-year-old man she fucking with because he can't do nothing. Yes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Thank you, love, Jesus. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, she is super rich. You're right. You're right, CeCe. Anything is possible. My tax lady got married in 2021 at 71 and still married to her husband that is 3 years older than her. Yeah. Listen here. I say this all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it. As long as you living and breathing, you can do what you want. As long as you on this earth, and as long as you healthy and well, those of you all that want to start a business and you said, you know what, I'm too old. No, you're not. Those of you all that want to buy a house, for your very first house in your 50s, I was 54, 53, 54, 50, I don't know, 54. You can do that. For those of you all that want to start a new job, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. The only thing I wouldn't want to do at this age is have a baby. Now, that is something that I wouldn't do. Okay, James. But that's the only thing that I wouldn't do. This bracelet, she got this bracelet, Brittany. This one right here. She got this from QVC. I couldn't remember where she got it from, but it was QVC. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have no baby at this age. And I have a girlfriend who wants a child, and she's the same age as me. And I said, girl, yeah, Sunstar, age is just what it is. Age does not, it's a lot of age shaming on YouTube. I get that a lot. You know, I get a lot of age shaming. Let me show you all my birthday shirt. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to show you all this before I get off live. I get a lot of age shaming over here. Uh, you love the diamond bracelet? Yeah, she got it from QVC. It's it's Dominique. That's what it is. That's the name of it, Dominique. Yep. And she got it off of QVC. This was, yeah, this heart necklace. I bought this for, my niece gave me a $50 gift card to TJ Maxx, and I bought this one. I bought this one and this one. And this one just go over your head like this and hangs down. And it do have a little clasp to it too. But let me show y'all my shirt, because there is a lot of age shaming about women that are 50 and over. And I want to show you all this. Thank you. Thank you. I love this heart necklace. So I bought this. I got this with the $50 gift card and this necklace. Thank you, James. This is my shirt. It says I am 55 plus, and it's got the middle finger. I bought it off of this website on Facebook, and it's got a little bit of stretch, not much. It could have been a little bit bigger. But this is my shirt. I am 55 plus. You know, because I get so tired of people always trying to age shame women that's over 50 or 55 and up. You know, yeah, ain't that's my shirt. And I'm going to wear this shirt on my birthday. I know, don't it suit me well as much as I say the F word? Yes. Yes and yes. Let me show y'all this other shirt before my battery died on my camera. Let me see, y'all. Let me see where I'm at on my battery. Okay, I got 12% on my battery. Let me show y'all this shirt. Where's that other shirt at? Oh, here it is. Look, I got this shirt off of, it's some, I can't think of the site. I can tell y'all, but this shirt, you see this? It says, there's only so many prayers I'm going to pray before I cuss you out. I don't know what the bottom say. Y'all, can y'all see it? Y'all see that? It says, there's only so many prayers I'm going to pray before I cuss you out. I'm not finna keep bothering the Lord. I hope so, Tasha. I just went on the website. Your mother spent a good bit of money on that bracelet. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did. It wasn't cheap. Yes, that's what it say. Thank you. Love Jesus. Thank you. Girl, no, and this got a little V-neck to it. I like that. Girl, did everybody see what the shirt said? Thank you for this flower, James. Thank you. There's only so many prayers I'm going to pray before I cuss you out. I'm not going to keep bothering the Lord. So I got this one too. I can't remember where I got this one, but I'll tell you all where I got it. But those are the two shirts. And like I said, I'm wearing this one on my birthday. So, people like to age shame, and people like to tell you, oh, oh, you this, you that. Thank you, Virginia. You this age, you that age, blah, 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 all this old stupid shit. I get so sick of that. And I tell people all the time, you better hope you live to see 55. You better hope you live to see 56. You know what I'm saying? Because, baby, I see some people that's younger than me, and they look older than me. So I am not ashamed of my age, because I know that I've taken care of myself in these 55 years. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I've never did drugs. I don't smoke weed. I don't be hanging out all time of the night. I work and come home and I get my rest. And I watch YouTube and make YouTube content and talk to y'all on the live. I go out to eat. I go shopping. I run with my mama. But I live a pretty boring, even-keeled life. I like to travel. I like to go out. I like to have fun. I like to be with my friends. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do all that stuff. Me too, Teresa. Me too. I have earned every year I've lived. Amen. I don't know, Meadow. I want to do it tomorrow, but I still got this. Y'all won't believe my Christmas tree is still up and still lit. I was going to make this tree a Valentine's Day tree, but I don't think that I'm going to do it. So I think I'm going to take it down tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to do the Shein haul tomorrow. I don't know. I'm 55, Liz. Wild Desert Life. I am 55. I will be 56 in another week. Thank you, Sunstar. Thank you. So, Sunstar, if I can encourage you, sweetheart, do the things that you want to do. I don't care how old you are. Thank you. You're never too old. Don't let people tell you, oh, you this age. Why didn't you do that when you was this age? Well, I probably didn't do it because I didn't have the money and the resources. And now that I have more resources and more money, I can do more things. Whatever you all want to do it. Thank you, Liz. Do it. Whatever you want to do it. Don't let your age be the deciding factor of you not fulfilling your dreams. If it's somewhere where you want to go, save and go. You want to go to London? Save up and go. You want to go to Paris? Save up and go. If you want to go to Africa, if you want to go, do what you want to do. As long as you living and breathing, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Because people will have you in a chokehold about doing things because of your age. And this age shaming and body shaming that people are doing, it's too much. It's too much. Thank you, Ill Will. Thank you. Absolutely. You got to keep pushing. As long as you living and you breathing and you able to get up and you are healthy, that's the main key, that you are healthy. Live your life. Live your life. Because I'm telling you all, it's too many young people that's checking out of here. Friday, found out another Facebook friend. I didn't know her very well, but she was a CVS high school alumni. She died of breast cancer on Friday. She had just rang the bell. And I think she died of a heart attack in her sleep. She had just rang the bell, but this was her second time that breast cancer came back. Now, I need you all to pray for me. On March 31st, I got to go for an MRI for my knee, because my knee, my leg always buckling when I fell on my job. I got to get an MRI. I've got to get MRI on my knee. Then I got to do ultrasound on my legs to find out why my legs are red, because they're thinking that it's some kind of circulation in my legs or something with my veins. So I've got a varicose vein on my leg. So I'm gonna go and see what that is. So I got like 3 tests to do that day. I'm gonna be there all day. So I need you all's prayers for that. But I know, right, Brittany, I know God got me, you know. And I'm just telling you all, you got to take better care of yourself. You ain't gonna be able to look like this if you doing things that, thank you, what is it, Elaine Crawford, thank you so much. I'm a little scared and a little nervous about what they're gonna find, but I just believe that this varicose vein that I have, I believe that they're gonna be able to go in. I'm hoping that I can get that removed, and that's because I've had this varicose vein for a long time, and it's so ugly. That's another reason why I don't wear short skirts too. And I'm hoping that when I go for this, that they will do something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, David Bell, how you doing? I'm on 10%, you all, so I'm gonna end this live. If you came in now, I'm sorry, but my phone is getting ready to die. I've been on here a while. But yeah, I'm hoping that they can repair it. And I'm hoping that they can repair that eventually, and that will help with the circulation. But if I have to be on medication for it to, thank you. You love my shirt? Yes. Pray more, worry less. I got this shirt at Ross for $8 when it was on clearance. But if they can fix that and they can correct that or whatever, because I got like these little red splotches on my legs, and my legs just red at the bottom. And then when I went to the doctor, I showed that to her. She did put me on some high blood pressure medicine, a low dose of medicine. And thank you, Elaine. Thank you. And so I've been taking the medicine. I go this coming Saturday, the 7th of February, for her to take my thank you, Ill Will, for her to take my blood pressure. So I'm doing all the things that I can to stay here, because I got to stay here for my son. I got to stay here for you all. I want to be here for me, for my mama, for my family. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good about my life, and I feel good about the things that I have accomplished. And well, yeah, Meta, you know, it's been a while, so I needed to dedicate some time to you all. I can't believe I've been standing up for 2 hours in this kitchen, but I have. But I was trying to close. Well, I don't even have it on. I should have had my Apple Watch on, because I be trying to close the 3 rings on my watch for my health, but I don't have it on. I got to charge them. But I just want to say this to you all. I don't care what age you are. You need to take care of yourself. Okay? You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your body. If you like to drink, if you like to smoke weed, or you are a smoker, the cigarettes, you need to let go of them, because it's not good for your heart. If you already got different medical conditions, you need to take care of your health, because people are checking out of here. They leaving up out of here. And it's all got to do with a lot of people having heart disease or some type of heart condition because of what you're doing. You got to get some rest. You can't work all the overtime. All money ain't good money. Okay? Them bills ain't going nowhere. I don't give a fuck how many bills you got. You can't make every dime out here trying to run to these jobs, because these jobs don't care about you. Because when you die, they're going to replace you. So get your rest. Sometimes you got to take a day. Sometimes you got to say, you know what? I ain't going today, because I need a day just to lay in the bed. If you got some time, take it. I know none of us can miss I know nobody can miss any pay in their paycheck, but even if you don't have the time, sometimes you got to miss a little money so that you will be all right. Because like I said, they will replace you quick, fast, and in a hurry. The guy who died on my job last week, went home and died in his sleep, you think they ain't going to replace him with another repairman? I think he was a repairman or a lineman. He was an electrician. They're going to hire somebody. Okay? They're going to hire somebody because the job still got to get done. But he worked a lot of overtime. He was always at work. He was working doubles and triples. Every dollar ain't a good dollar. Bills are not going nowhere. Call your bill collectors and make an arrangement. Call your electric company. Call your light company. You understand what I'm saying? Call the bill collectors. Talk to your mortgage company. Talk to your landlord. Keep yourself alive. Make arrangements to pay on stuff. But you out here running up and down on these jobs, trying to make every dollar, trying to work all this overtime, and you ain't getting no rest. You got to rest. You got to rest. It's too many people dying in their sleep from heart attacks because they stress the fuck out. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Jobs don't give a damn. They do not care. You know, so you got to take care of you. You got to make sure you are together. You got to make you priority to you. And if you don't, you're not going to be here. Men, I know you want your wee-wees to get hard, but you need to take better care of yourself so you can have a hard wee-wee. Thank you, Brittany. What you mean you can't hear me? Exactly, Meadow. That's what you got to do. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Brittany, you are so welcome. I'm glad that I came to see you all tonight. Is anybody else having a problem with the audio? Because Joseph is saying that he can't hear me. Yeah, everybody else can hear me, so I don't know. But I am getting ready to get off of here. If I can muster up the energy, I will come back tomorrow and talk to you all. Oh, you all can hear me? Okay, so maybe it's on Joseph's end. I don't know. But you got to take care of you. And I'm going to say this with a sincere heart. I'm not trying to jump on nobody. But brothers, y'all got to do better because y'all are leaving us. Y'all are leaving us. Y'all leaving us. And ain't none of us, women we ain't gonna have no men because y'all are gonna be dying. Y'all dying. Y'all are dying. I'm so glad to see you too. I'm grateful and thankful for my life, even though 2026 has started out just really rough, you know. But I'm gonna tell you all, I'm gonna keep fighting for me because I'm important to me, and I love me. And I have struggles like everybody else have. And I have struggles like everybody else do. But I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting. And I want you all to keep fighting too. And I want you all to check on them strong people. Check on them. Because everybody that we think is strong ain't strong. And suicide is a real thing. It's a real thing. I'm going to be talking to his daughter. We're going to try to start a foundation in his name. A foundation in his name about suicide prevention to help other people dealing with mental health. So I'm going to talk to his daughter now. We're going to do that. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for my moderators. This was a real chill live. We didn't have no trolls here. Thank God. It was sweet. It was smooth. I'm glad that I kept it for, not just for subscribers only, but to everybody. So I'm going to let you all go before this phone completely die. I love each and every last one of you all. Thank you for praying for me, and I am praying for you. And I know we didn't have to hide anybody, right? Amen. We didn't have to hide anybody. That's really good. And thank you, Break Forever. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the prayers. I appreciate you all being patient with me. I haven't been here in a month on live, and I appreciate you all sticking with me and sticking here and supporting my channel. God bless you. I love you. I hope to see you again real soon, maybe tomorrow on a live, or it might be on Monday. But I'm back. I am back. And I know that the more I come back, the better I will be. And I'm not going to apologize for my tears earlier, because I'm still grieving and I'm still hurting. And I know you all understand, because if you ever lost somebody that you love, you can understand my heart and how full and how devastated I am, because death is hard. And it seems like it's worse when somebody has been murdered or somebody has taken their own life. It's hard. It's really hard. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, Delisha. I promise. So I'm doing the best that I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best that I can, because I cannot wrap my head around the fact that he took his own life. That's something I can't seem to get past. But I'm asking God and I'm praying to God to give me peace and understanding, and to let him fight my battle, and for him to give me the comfort that he needs to give me. So, again, I love you all, and I'm concerned about you, and I want you all to be well, and I want you all to be in peace, and I want you to be healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want you to be healthy. You know, Christopher is at my mother's house, Brittany, where he always is. Where he always is. He going to church with her tomorrow, so he spent the night over there. He lived between two houses, mine and hers, child. Yes, he will. Yes, he will, Meadow. Yes, he will. So you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. God bless each and every last one of you all. Thank you, Sunstar. Thank you. I'm so glad you came. Bye, Sunstar. I hope you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you all please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up on this video, on this live, and come on and be a part of this wonderful channel where we keep it 100 real and have a good time. Lots of fun over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you subscribing. So you all have a good night. God bless you, and I'll see you real soon. Peace, love, and blessings. Mwah. Peace. Bye, you all. Bye. I don't even know how to end this. I forgot. I forgot, y'all. I forgot. I'll see you all later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace.